Welcome back to the Acoustic Shop channel. I am John Chapman, here today with the lovely and talented Jeremy Chapman, here to talk about...
I am your Vanna White.
You are. We are here to unbox the Atkin White Rice model. Back again today to talk about a brand new line of guitars and a builder that I'm really excited about. That is Atkin Guitars and the White Rice model. But before we do that, I do want to mention that that entire song you just listened to, a little snippet of, is on another video, as well as complete tone samples of this particular guitar at the very end of this video.
That was Manzanita, by the way. That was a lot of fun.
What does that mean?
I am not sure, but Tony Rice played it, which is why you picked this song. If you guys like what we're doing here, for this video and all of our videos, we have this whole channel where we review instruments. We're going to be doing some more fun stuff. It's coming, some exciting stuff coming. That's called a teaser right there.
Ooh, good job. We
got some exciting stuff coming to the channel. If you want to be the first to know about it, make sure you subscribe and also click that little bell down there so you get notified whenever we have a new video dropping. That's what the kids say.
When it drops. I don't know what that means.
Anyway, we picked that Tony Rice song because this guitar is inspired by the Tony Rice guitar.
It is.
Which a number of the reviews we've been doing recently have been Tony Rice inspired guitars, or I guess it would be a guitar more than Tony Rice himself that inspired this instrument. And Tony's playing, I guess, made the guitar a little bit more famous.
It is. The late, great Tony Rice, one of my ultimate guitar heroes, and a lot of people's acoustic guitar heroes, as well as Clarence White, who was actually both... It was also one of my heroes and was actually one of Tony's heroes. So
Clarence was the original owner of the guitar.
He was.
Tony then got it, and that's why it's called the White Rice.
That's right. The most clever version of this particular guitar, as far as the naming of it, I felt this was very classy, the White Rice. It is coming from our good friend Alistair Atkin, which we are extremely proud to announce that we are a new Atkin guitar dealer, and you'll be seeing a lot more other really cool guitars, hopefully very soon in the future, as soon as they're able to be built and then shipped all the way from England. Did you know these are from England?
Across the big pond.
The big pond, as they say, with the fish and the chips, the bangers and the mash, and the White Rice. That's exactly what we got coming from there. Alistair is now sitting there just doing this when he watches this video.
Well, we'll make sure this is translated into British so that you'll understand what we're saying.
Anyway, the White Rice is another version of probably the most infamous... Iconic, infamous, all of the above acoustic guitars, especially in the Dreadnought category, based off of the iconic 1935 Martin D28 that both Tony and Clarence owned. This is another really cool version of it.
And there must be something to these specific specs, because these guitars really come out sounding different than a standard Dreadnought. And
I think it makes you as the player more apt.
Maybe it is psychological.
It might be psychological. It is a great sounding guitar anyway. This particular one is not of... most of the Rice variants that we have built have been stuff that... Sadly, I got to, I have a big affinity for these guitars, so I got to kind of play with them and add on extra cool specs and stuff. This one is going to be one of the simpler of this, very close to a version that I actually started with, which was the Santa Cruz Tony Rice model with the Indian rosewood back and sides, a Sitka spruce top. In this case, it will be a thermo-cured or aged tone, or however they want to do it, a torrefied top. So you do get that in this particular one. A little bit different in specs. Here's a new spec that I was not expecting out of this guitar. New spec I wasn't expecting. Inch and 11/16 nut width. I was expecting 1 3/4 inches, but that is not the case. Another thing that Atkin is really kind of getting famous for are these aged finishes. It has this very light spider webbing finish checking kind of look to it, like a vintage guitar. This is not like beat up aged finish, but it definitely has that, and it's a very thin finish. You'll see kind of a little bit of the pour marks and sinking into the finishes a little bit. And you got my dust from my shirt here kind of going along with that. So, but yeah, Indian rosewood on this particular one with that very thin nitro finish.
Enlarged sound hole,
Enlarged
obviously.
sound hole, of course. The bound peg head, or bound, sorry, fretboard, which is from the fretboard that wasn't originally on the guitar, was added later. There is so many great stories on this. If you have not researched that original 1935, great story in the Fretboard Journal, as well as many, many other articles written about this guitar or the inspired guitar.
It's got the tortoise-inspired pickguard.
This is probably, of all the ones we've had in here, the most, I guess, copied or mirrored version of way Tony's looks, which is a very, the striped tortoise deal. It's not necessarily palominoed or the other variations of blotchy tortoise, but this one looks very similar to the actual tortoise guard that Tony has on his guitar. Not a slot through saddle, so there is a little bit of a difference there, but man, I am really, really impressed with Alistair's guitar. He's done a really good job of getting a very vintagey kind of tone out of it. This guitar pops and has tons of sustain and just kind of comes to life under a pick. Very much impressed with this guitar, and it's not one of those crazy expensive versions of this like some of the others that we have seen and had in here.
And the good news is you don't have to travel all the way to England to try it out.
That is right.
We have it in Springfield, Missouri, and we're going to have more of his guitars, so that's very exciting.
Be looking for some of those, because he's got some really great variations on some Gibson-style guitars, some other Martin-style, and we are definitely going to see quite a few of those in here at the shop.
Something about 2020 happened that delayed a lot of plans we had. Like, we met with Alistair at the NAMM show in January of 2020, kind of struck this deal that we were going to start carrying these guitars. We're really excited to get them in. And then the world
shut down.
Just
quit.
And buying guitars from England wasn't really on our radar even. And I don't think shipping them from England to the US was really on Alistair's. No. But now that things have started to settle in, we've got our shots, and we're starting to get back to normal.
I can get one of these and not worry about getting a virus from it. I've been vaccinated. We are good, and
I'm sure the guitar was virus-free to begin with, but now you're a little bit more confident.
I was just kidding.
Yes, that was a funny joke. But yeah, we struck this deal 2 years ago now, almost. I guess a year and a half ago, and now we're finally getting our first guitar in. Very exciting to have those, and happy that it has become come to fruition.
That's right, and I'm looking forward to many collaborations with Alistair on some guitars in the future, as well as some of his amazing models that are coming out. So anyway, this is the White Rice, again, Indian rosewood sides and back. The aged Sitka spruce top has that tortoise pickguard, bound fretboard, 1 11/16 nut width with the vintage style Goto tuners, which are the small buttons, and just, you know, overall a great Rice inspired guitar. You should definitely check it out as soon as you can.
Hey, thanks for watching that video that we just did. I'm going to make this universal, so we're going to use it in all the videos.
Good
I hope you enjoyed that thing that I said. And if you'd like to see more things like that, just subscribe down below where it says subscribe. You'll be notified anytime we do another video.
And while you're at it, make sure to check out our website, theacousticshop.com. We have free shipping on most products and one of the best return policies in the country.
We know what it's like to buy an instrument online. You never know what you're going to get. When you get it, if you're not happy with it, send it back to us. We're not going to be mad at you.
No.
We'll be a little disappointed in you, but Not at all. We want you to find the right instrument, and there's no way to know until you try it. So we encourage you to try it out, play it, and then if it's not the right fit, we'll find the one that is.
There we go.
Also, be sure to comment down below. We'd love to interact with you guys. It's not a one-way street here.
Nope.
You get to say things, we get to say things back to you. If we say mean things, we're going to say mean things back. So.
We may or may not do that. Anyway, we thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time.